You've probably seen the term AI agent popping up literally everywhere lately. But what if I told you it's way more than just another tech buzzword? What if it's actually the key to unlocking a whole new way of working? Well, today we're going to cut through all that noise and find out what these agents can actually do for you. All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to start with why everyone's suddenly calling this the year of the agent. Then we'll nail down what an AI agent even is. After that, we'll see them in the wild with some real-world examples, bring things back down to earth and talk about their current limits, and finally, look at how this is all about to reshape, well, the future of your work. I mean, you can't open a tech news site right now without seeing it. 2025 is being crowned the year of the AI agent. It feels like we've jumped from the era of generative AI into this new agentic era almost overnight. And look, this isn't just hype from a few enthusiasts. We're talking about major outlets like Reuters saying that these autonomous agents are going to be front and center of the entire AI conversation. It's a real shift in focus from AI that just creates stuff to AI that actually does stuff. Okay, but beyond all the headlines and predictions, what does this really mean for your day-to-day? Let's get practical and figure out what we're actually talking about here. So what really separates an AI agent from, say, the chatbots or the generative AI tools we've all gotten so used to? Well, it turns out it's a pretty massive leap. Okay, so at its core, an AI agent is basically a piece of software that can understand a goal, figure out the steps to get there, and then, this is the key part, actually execute those steps all by itself. It's not just about responding to you, it's about taking action. This thinker versus doer idea is a perfect way to get it. Think of something like ChatGPT as a brilliant thinker. You give it a prompt and boom, it creates some text or an image. An AI agent, on the other hand, is a doer. You give it a bigger, more general goal, and it can go off and perform a whole series of tasks, like, say, researching a new competitor, summarizing what it finds, and then drafting an email about it for your team, all without you holding its hand. All right, so enough theory. Let's look at how these things are actually being used right now to get real work done. So here's a super simple example workflow. It all starts with a trigger. Let's say a specific new article gets published online. The agent sees that, automatically grabs the content from the page, shoots it over to an AI model with a command like summarize this, and then it takes the final action, like drafting a post about it for social media. The whole thing is a completely automated chain reaction. Now, for many of us, the first place we're going to feel the impact is on our own personal productivity. I mean, just think about all those small, repetitive tasks that just eat up your time and your brain power. Agents are absolutely perfect for that stuff. Just imagine having an agent that preps you for your next meeting by automatically researching who you're meeting with and digging up your past emails with them. Or one that drafts a perfect follow-up email based on a meeting recording. And my favorite might be an agent that can summarize a 2-hour-long video in like 2 minutes. And these aren't some far-off dreams. These are tools you can start using today to get your time back. And of course, this isn't just for our personal to-do lists. Businesses are starting to use agents to automate entire workflows, which frees up their teams to focus on much bigger, more strategic things. For instance, you've got sales teams using agents to write super personalized outreach emails by pulling info from LinkedIn and their company's CRM. People are generating custom cover letters in seconds. Some companies are even setting up agents to just watch their competitors' websites and alert them the second a price changes. It's pretty wild. And the result of all this? It's huge. In some cases, sales reps using these kinds of outreach agents are saving 10 to 15 hours every single week. That is a massive boost in productivity, letting them focus on what humans do best, building actual relationships. So, agents are clearly super powerful, but we need to have a reality check here. It's really important to understand where the tech is today. This isn't magic, at least not yet. You know, M. Danilevsky from IBM asks a fantastic question here. Is this really a brand new thing, or is it just a slick new name for orchestration? You know, linking different software services together, which developers have been doing for years. It's a healthy dose of skepticism that we should definitely keep in mind. So right now, agents are not these fully autonomous beings. For any high-stakes task, like sending a critical company email or handling sensitive data, you absolutely need a human in the loop to give that final thumbs up. They can also get confused by vague or really complex goals. And there's a very real risk of what's called cascading failures, where one tiny mistake just snowballs. So they have to be designed really carefully, with safety nets built right in. But understanding these limitations actually helps us see the road ahead. So, how is this tech ultimately going to reshape our jobs and careers? The potential scale of this is staggering. Some studies are estimating that 80% of US workers will see at least 10% of their job tasks affected by AI. And for almost 1 out of every 5 workers, more than half of their day-to-day could be disrupted. Now, this isn't about replacing jobs wholesale, but it's for sure about changing the very tasks that make up those jobs. And one of the most fascinating things we might see is the rise of these tiny, super efficient teams. You could have a 10-person company that has the marketing power or the operational chops of a 100-person company, all because they've successfully delegated the grunt work to their AI agents.
But, and this is a really important but, this comes with a serious warning. We have to be really intentional about how we do this. The whole point should be for AI to augment us, to free us up for creative, strategic work. If we get it wrong, we could end up in a world where humans are just serving the needs of the AI, just becoming another cog in a big automated machine.
And all of this leaves us with a big question we really need to be thinking about. As agents start taking over more and more of the structured, repeatable stuff, what's left for us? What kind of work relies on skills that are uniquely human? Things like empathy, true creativity, complex problem solving, and real leadership. That right there is the conversation we all need to be having.